This is kvci.blogspot.com, on YouTube, Boston G.B.R. And I'm George Boston Ryan doing what I do. I'm on the south side, in the south side of the neighborhood, or what John Robertson called south of the railroad tracks of social and economically divide, wherein we have been deprived out of so much. As we know, the Jane Beck overpass destroyed many black African-American businesses. We was practically economically secure. We could go to our own restaurants and go to our own store to shop. That we could do. And I'm down here in the heartbeat of the community, and Mr. Eddie Jr. of Eddie's Place, Betty and Eddie's Place, was telling me that before his daddy came to that location, that he was across the street here. And so I saw this beautiful brother, and I thought I would come and do what I do. My beautiful brother, what's your name?
Arthur Lee Wayman.
And you are Wayman. You are related to the person that owned this business here years ago, right?
That's right.
Okay, and what was his name? And who was he to you?
Oscar Lee Wayman and Blossom Wayman.
Okay.
Oscar Lee was my father, and Blossom was my mother. And right here where this slab is was a little local grocery store, so
Yes,
to
sir.
speak.
Yes, sir.
And it was a family business, a little family enterprise, and that's, my dad was a disabled veteran.
Yes, sir.
And the support came out of this little business, this little store that was right here where you see this
Yes, sir.
slab at,
Uh-huh.
which we saw fit to tear down.
Yes, sir.
But yeah, it was a little family business,
Okay.
right here in this very spot here.
Okay, and so was this well known in the black community? Was it kind of the heartbeat of the black community at that time?
Well, yes, it was.
About what year are we talking about? What year?
You're talking about in the early 50s and the early 60s.
Early 60s, okay.
Uh-huh.
Okay, well, we appreciate it. I want to get this to lead into Eddie's Place across the street there.
That's right.
What do you know about Mom? What do you know about the place across the street there? It's been there a long time?
Well, yes, quite a while.
Mm-hmm.
Matter of fact, it was owned by Miss Kate, who was a white lady.
Yes, sir.
And when Mr. Eddie moved from the east side,
Yes, sir.
he came here and was
Mhm.
renting this store, this spot right here from
Yes,
my
sir.
daddy,
Uh-huh.
because he closed it down.
Yes, sir.
And Mr. Eddie started renting this place, and then he brought Miss Kate out over
Yes, sir.
across the street.
Okay. Okay.
And that location over there is known as Eddie and Betty's Grocery Market.
And both of them is dead, deceased, right?
That's right.
And this is who has it now? Their
His
son?
son.
Okay.
His son.
Eddie Jr.
Eddie Jr.
Okay, now before we go, now tell me, what do you do in the community? What's your profession, or what do you do?
Well, I'm a gospel preacher, and I have a yard service business.
Yes, sir.
And I'm in the community to help out who I can. In other words, this is the home house.
Yes,
Where
sir.
I was raised at. Right
Yes, sir.
there. Me and my
You don't mind if I take a shot of it, do you?
Take a shot of
Okay.
it, yeah.
This is the home house. You mean your mother and father who had the store?
That's right.
So they had it right next to their store.
right next to the city.
Very convenient in the community, right?
That's right.
Okay. Give me your name once again.
Arthur Lee Wayman.
Are you a minister, Reverend? Put it together. Hook it up, brother.
Arthur Lee Wayman.
All right, that's where he wanted. We'll leave it like that. Thank you, my beautiful brother. We're going to walk right on across the street. Thank you, my brother. We're going to walk right across the street. And what street is this? This is Lee.
South Lee Street.
This is South Lee Street. We're going to walk over to, I think this is about the only, I believe, black grocery store that we have in Valdosta. And this has been a store in the community for years and years. And often we wonder why blacks in particular does not come to this store. We know that this particular store sells lottery tickets, and we buy lottery tickets from everywhere else. But I'm sure I was in business for 14 years, and we know how we have been deprogrammed to not buy from black businesses for whatever reason. And I'm sure that Eddie's and Betty's are no different. But we're going to walk inside, and mainly I don't want to so much interrupt their business. What I want to do is just show you the outside of the building. I think this building started in 1957 when Mr. Eddie Sr. and his wife moved from over to the Wayman's place over here. And this is the way that it looks today as of 6 September 2011, and they are still in business, and this is in the heartbeat of the black community. And we can only wonder why we don't patronize our own businesses. And he's open for business, and we see they have a sign here that says, "We appreciate your business." Let us take a little walk through here, and mainly I just want to film the inside of the store. We are going in now, and this store started back in 1957 from across the street. And as you can see, and for you, I was brought up over in Brooks County, and so I know what the little stores like this mean in the black community. When I was coming up, for instance, over in Brooks County, we had something called P. Lazarus store that sold clothes, and we made the Jews and others rich and richer. But once we learn how to patronize each other in business, we can make the difference. There will be no need of our children shooting one another, going through the community, making our older people afraid to live in their own homes, etc., etc. I can remember when I was a kid, all the white stores had some type of bubblegum machine or candy machine just like this. And you know, we as a people have lost so much when we lost our little small community shops and stores like this. And we can't blame them because, to tell you the truth, we did it to ourselves. We did it by not patronizing each other in business as all other people have done for years and years. Now, there is absolutely no difference in a bag of tater chips that you get from this place than you get from the Indian stores, the Chinese stores, the Caucasian stores, or anyone else. Their ice water is no colder or hotter than that's sold here at Eddie's and Betty's place. And as you can see, because they are from the old days, you see they have their pictures up here on the wall, which is a reflection of that period. Look at that picture there. You can look at that picture and tell that it was back at a different time period than from the day in which we live today. And so we're going to step right out and let them continue to take care of their customers. They also have the Word on the Street DVDs for sale in this location. And as you can see, no matter where you go, they have the same type lottery tickets as everybody else in town. And if we buy lottery tickets, why don't we just come down to Betty's place, Eddie's and Betty's place, to get our lottery tickets? When you scratch off a winning number, guess what? You got the winning number. And it's recognized just like anywhere else in the state of Georgia. Let me show you one other thing. Look at these little candy machines here. And it gives you the flavor of the time period of the 50s and 60s. And we're going to step back outside now. But I just want you to know that we got, as black African Americans, we have $600 billion coming through our hands. And if we would only learn how to turn the money over in our own community, then we could do what other people do. We can drive the fine cars. Our children will feel good about us. But as long as we continue to make other people's rich while our own businesses suffer, then of course we're not going to do so well. And all other people turn the money over in their community at least 8 to 12 times. And it has been reported and published that blacks only turn the money over in their community one time. Just one time. Now, can you imagine what would happen if we come in here? Now, I do know that there have been, I think it was one winner of the I think it was a mega million at this facility. So we're going to close this out, but this is kvci.blogspot.com with George Boston Rhymes, just doing what we do. We want you to stay informed because we know that as a nation, as a community, and world, information will save us, but ignorance will destroy us. And so we want to commend Mr. Ed and Betty Sr. for starting this business a long, long time ago. And today, in September 2011, we stand to say we want to be a part of getting the word out to you because that's what we do. Until next time, this is George Boston Rhymes in Valdosta, Georgia. Word on the street, doing what we do. Peace be unto you. Bye-bye, we gone. just keeping it real.